Hi there, Taurus, and welcome to Sunshine Intuitive Readings. This is your monthly April 2016 reading. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy. I also invite you to watch your rising sign forecast, so sometimes there's things that will pop out in there that don't always pop out in your primary sun sign reading. So definitely take a peek at your rising sign forecast as well, as sometimes there's things that will resonate there with you as well. I did have some positive feedback last month from the reading and the spread that I chose to do last month. So I'm going to continue with that spread this month as well. And it's a very basic spread, 4 cards representative of our 4 elements: air, fire, water, and earth. And before I get into things, Taurus, I do want to wish some of you a very happy birthday. Some of you will be ringing in a new solar year, so definitely happy birthday. I will spare you my singing. Trust me, that is a gift in itself. And I truly want to wish you the best for the year ahead, and I hope that you have health, happiness, and abundance as you move into your new year ahead. So with all of that being said, I think we should get into it and see what the month of April 2016 holds for Taurus. Okay, let's take a peek. We have air, fire, water, and earth. And as you all know, I like my bonus cards. So these 2 cards here, our bonus cards as I call them, give the overall feel for the month ahead as we move into April. So here we have the Hierophant as an overarching theme for your month and the vibes, so to speak, that you'll be getting for your month ahead. This is a very interesting card, and I always like when this card comes up. There could be some legal things going. You can see that there's keys there, so you could be considering purchasing a new home or relocating, moving, selling, buying. You could be looking at something like that. This is where you go up possibly against somebody else, whether you're making a deal of some sort or a contract. And the just and fair ruling is what will prevail. So there could be some issues going on around that throughout the month. Again, so it could be contracts, legal, anything that really you'd be going up to make a formal agreement, so to speak. But there will be a fair and a just ruling or deal in the case of if you're negotiating a price on something. There will be something that's very fair that's completed during the month of April, Taurus. The other card that we have here is the 7 of Swords as an which is kind of interesting. It's an overarching theme for the month of April. 7 of Swords almost implies that, you're getting away with something. You're getting away with a deal. So this may be the month that you get a deal on something, whether it be, a purchase of something or a negotiation of something. But I would warn you or caution you, always make sure that when you're representing yourself in any type of contractual dealings or any type of legal matters or negotiations, that you are maintaining some sense of integrity and you're not stealing, so to speak. We can always take advantage of a good deal as long as all of the cards are on the table, so to speak. But just make sure that you're holding your values true to yourself. So that's the overarching theme of this month that I'm getting, the vibe for the overall feeling for the month of April. So with that, let's move into your first card that we pulled, which was in the position of air. And this is the Knight of Cups. So I'm seeing that, you've got someone, this is definitely someone on your mind. Air represents your mind, the things that you're thinking about, the things that sometimes weigh heavily and sometimes weigh lightly on your mind, but nonetheless, things that you're thinking about. The Knight of Cups could be male or female. It's not gender specific for my readings. But there's definitely somebody with romantic potential. I'm picking up on this. who's on your mind. So this could be an existing or a potential partner, but you're definitely thinking about this. So again, this may tie into, are we thinking about moving in together? Are we thinking about solidifying our commitment to each other? You might be thinking about taking things, one step further, or, vice versa. I'm not picking up on that very strongly, but you could be thinking about the relationship and where it's headed. But I am picking up positive vibes off of the thoughts that you're having for this person. And I do see that this is tying in to the decisions that you're trying to make. So just know that the decisions, the thought process that you're trying to work through in relation to this person, you want to make sure that the deal that you arrange is fair and right, and know that it will be fair and right. Always do the right thing. And I think that's kind of where you're thinking about, I want to do this, how do I do it the right way so it's a win-win situation for everybody. And again, when we talk about relationships, it can be personal, it can be business related. For this particular one though, I am getting a very strong vibe that it is personal. This is a personal relationship. In the position of fire, I'm picking up the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Now, fire represents passion. I call it the action card, the things that get you going, the things that you're actually going to be doing during the month of April. The Page of Pentacles, again, another person in reverse. So the Page of Pentacles, as you can see, is holding, the world in their hands, so to speak. They're looking at the world. What do I want? What does it hold? You're thinking of all these questions about where you want to go. The pages generally bring messages with them. I will say that. So there could be some news that you get this month, Taurus, that you'll be thinking about. I don't think you're going to act on it this month, though, surprisingly enough. I think you're going to be, you do have to take action, but I think you're really going to be thinking about this message or this news that you hear in relation. It could have something to do with travel. I'm picking up a travel vibe off of this. Relocating came up again. It definitely has something, there's something that's getting you thinking about this. And this could potentially be, maybe there's a relocation in the cards for you as we move forward in the months ahead. And you're thinking about, how is this going to impact, everyone in my life and my life. So that's definitely there, Taurus. You're definitely, let's just see what the next cards bring out. I'm quite curious. This is an interesting reading. In the position of water, which represents your emotions, I always call it the warm and fuzzy card, represents your emotions, your heart, your love card, so to speak. You have the Hermit, which is quite interesting because it really is showing, it's signifying that you're definitely taking some time out to think. You're thinking this month. You're kind of, taking everything inwards as opposed to outwards, and you're thinking about, how is this all going to impact me? These changes, these negotiations that you're trying to make. How is this going to impact me and the people I love and the people I care for? So there's definitely an offer on the table this month, Taurus, and you're really taking some time out to think about it. I think you might be a little bit torn between what decision. I don't think it's a cut and dry decision this month for you. You're really trying to think about what is the best way to approach this. So again, it's a win-win situation for everyone. In the position of Earth, which represents material items. So, when we say material, sometimes we think about money. We always go to money. But material represents, things that you can touch. So in some situations, it can be people, it can be things, but it's people that you can touch. It's in the present moment. And we pulled the Queen of Pentacles, which is reflective of a person. Again, could be male or female. It's showing up as the Queen, but it could be male or female. So, this is a person with a lot of wisdom who's around you this month, Taurus. a lot of wisdom. They've been through their fair share of experiences. They have a lot of wisdom to offer and insights to offer, food for thought, so to speak. They'll be very gentle in the way that they approach giving you this information. It will be very calming, soothing. I feel that you will be taking the information, but reluctantly, like this is you and your back is turned to the guidance that's there. And if you see here, you're looking towards your thoughts. You're looking towards your thoughts and this situation that has presented itself, this offer on the table, this new situation that has arisen. My guidance to you would be to take that information. I mean, you don't always have to listen to everything everybody says and do it to the T. But whenever people give you any type of feedback, sometimes it can be delivered in a harsh manner, which I don't believe that this is going to be delivered in. Always take it for what it's worth, because people truly, this is a person who cares for you, that's trying to help you through this situation and try to navigate your waters, so to speak. So always take the information. You don't always have to follow it to the T, like I said, but you know, you could pick up on a few crucial pieces that will help you make the decision to end up with that win-win situation. So this is an interesting month, Taurus. I do have to say, this is definitely a month where you've got a lot on your mind. It looks like there's new developments. I don't see it as bad developments, though, Taurus. Like, I see this as a very positive development in your life, and you're trying to figure out how to keep it at that level, how to keep things at that good level, and to make sure that you make the decision that's going to continue that healthy balance in your life. So finally, I will pick one card just to see where we're going to end up at the end of the month. And here we have the Three of Wands in reverse. So the Three of Wands is one, it's a card of thought. You can see here they're holding, the individual here is holding one staff, one wand, very tightly. They're very sure of what they've already accomplished. There's two behind them supporting them. In reverse, this really tells me, you know, you're not quite ready to make that decision. So I feel, Taurus, that by the end of the month, you're going to be close to making the decision for which direction you want to proceed in. You've got people around you this month too, Taurus. Like, you've got a lot of support. You've got a lot of people around you that love you, that care for you very deeply, that think a lot of you, and they want to help you with this, but ultimately it's going to be your decision. And I think you're going to be close. I think May will be quite an interesting month for you. I'm actually quite excited to see what May brings for you. But you're going to be close to that decision. And see, in an upright position, this is a very powerful card. You know, you've made your decision. You have a lot of accomplishments behind you to build on. That's the ground that you're building off of. And you're looking to embark on that next journey. So I feel that by the end of the month, the decision will be close at hand if you haven't made it. But it's all going to be very positive, whatever decision you do make in the direction that you choose to move in. But you won't be quite there by the end of the month. But you are going to be doing a lot of thinking, a lot of planning to get there as you move forward. So Taurus, my biggest word of wisdom, I guess, this month would be, you know, make sure that you're holding your values true. Make sure that, you know, you're doing things from an integrity standpoint to create those win-win situations. I do see the win-win situation prevailing, though, so I trust that you'll think things through for the best interest of everybody, and you will end up making the right decision by the end of the month. But it definitely looks like a very interesting month for you, Taurus. There's going to be something exciting happening or presenting itself in your world. Something that I think that will definitely give you reason to kind of sit back and evaluate things and evaluate where you want to go. And it makes sense because for some of you, this will be you entering your sun sign solar new year with your birthdays. So it definitely makes sense that you're thinking about embarking on a new journey. It could be a completely different course than you've been on. But it definitely makes sense from a timing perspective that this is what you're about to embark on. And I think you're just trying to give it the thought that it deserves to make sure that, you know, as you do move forward, you're quite sure of yourself and where you're going. So with all of that said, Taurus, I wish you a truly, truly wonderful April. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And until we talk next time, keep your head up, keep smiling, and enjoy the sunshine. Take care.